Alright, so here we are with some Marvel Tokon. A bit weird, you know, I haven't uploaded in a long time, and a video like this, it's been genuinely months since I made a video with like commentary. But just know that I've recorded probably 3 or 4, but I just never upload them because I feel like I just start yapping a bunch. But this is going to be a yap video, but it is something that I actually want to yap about. You know, I played Sagat. I actually really enjoyed Sagat in Street Fighter 6. I got him to master very fast, like within an hour. But look, school started right when Sagat came out, and my college schedule this year is just horrible. So, you know, I wasn't able to make the video. I did have this stuff recorded, but it was, and now I feel like it's too late. You know, whatever. Speaking of too late, Tokon, yeah, I'm several weeks late, but I figured it's a hot topic because, mainly for 2 reasons, because there's another team fighting game that just came out, and also this game became playable for the first time, and it's already going through some big changes just last week with the Spider-Man and Ghost Rider build of the game. So I just want to talk about it, how I feel about it. To be honest with you, it is the most I've looked forward to a fighting game in a very long time. Obviously, I really like Street Fighter 6. Obviously, I played Tekken. But this game appeals to me specifically because I love Marvel, you know. You know, the MCU is cool and all, but I really like non-MCU stuff. Which is a reason why I've been playing Marvel Rivals since it came out, and I still play it to this day. Because it's a game that's just allowed to do its own thing without being chained by the MCU. And the whole reason that MVCI was quote-unquote bad was because it was chained to the MCU. They were forced to have characters that were in the MCU, and they were forced to make the whole game look like the MCU. The whole game looks like a Marvel movie, color palette and everything. It was a very, you know, safe game in terms of like designs and stuff. This game and Marvel Rivals, they're allowed to do whatever they want. I really love what Marvel is doing with their games. Cosmic Invasion is coming out soon, and that looks great. It looks like Marvel is just allowing game companies to make their dream game and their dream Marvel design. And that's cool because there's nothing wrong with the MCU, but these characters will always look the best when they're not in realistic situations. And that's just facts. That's the way it's gonna be. You know, the Spider-Man games look amazing, but like peak Spider-Man is Marvel vs. Capcom Spider-Man. Like, if that game came out today and like the Skullgirls art style, it would be the best looking thing ever. Like, comic book characters are always gonna look good when they're not realistic. And Marvel seems to finally be allowing companies to steer away from the realism and make their own versions of these characters. And to me, the reason why I'm saying that is because this is why this game appeals to me so much. And I have heard from other streamers, through watching their content, that apparently this game died very quickly in terms of viewership. So I don't know what it is, but apparently people are just not watching this game. So I don't even know how this video is going to do, but this is a game I really care about, which is why I'm going to upload this video. So with that being said, it seems that the reason why this game is not as hyped up or as, I don't know. The main reason why is because every game you're doing the same thing. You're not switching characters, and your goal is to hit the wall. That's your goal. It's the same thing every time. And the methods you use to hit the wall could literally just be an auto combo if you wanted it to. So in short, mostly everyone's doing the same thing, and you're not really getting anything flashy or stylish. That is a big problem that the beta has. When you watch a character in Dragon Ball FighterZ, you can tell who is playing the character just by watching their gameplay. But in this game, you can't tell that. And of course, no one really got training mode, no one really got to do anything crazy. So yeah, that could be different. But the best players in the world, whoever that may be, obviously it's too early to say, but the best players in the world are going to do stuff very similar to the good players, you know, the decent players. It's not a game that allows you to, you know, ruin someone's life like in Dragon Ball FighterZ. But the recent version of this game was the version that had Ghost Rider and Spider-Man. And if you don't know, that version really looked a lot better than this version, mainly in two aspects. Number one, Spider-Man was doing combos that looked extremely hard. They were very long and very flashy, and they were doing 75%. If I used all my meter in this beta on a decent combo that wasn't an auto combo, using every wall splat, maybe I could break 50%, maybe. So overall, it seems like damage has been increased for actual hard combos. So that's good. Again, that could just be a Spider-Man thing. Maybe Spider-Man's broken. But from what they showed, Spider-Man was doing combos that not only were flashier than everyone else's, but also more damaging. So hopefully everyone will get rewarded for using their, you know, unique things in their combos instead of just doing basic universal combos or even the auto combo. Another thing that changed is you were able, in the Spider-Man build of the game, you were able to tag during an assist. So in this game, if you call an assist, you can tag when the assist is done. However, in the new build of the game, you were able to tag as soon as the assist landed. Meaning, you could be full screen. You could call in Spider-Man, which this is exactly what happened. You can call in Spider-Man while you're full screen. Spider-Man will land an anti-air assist. As soon as Spider-Man's anti-air assist lands, you could switch to Spider-Man and get a full hit confirmed combo mid-air off of an anti-air assist from full screen. That is very sick. And that was not possible in the beta. In the beta, you could only tag characters when the assist was over. Like, the animation was fully finished. In other words, it was useless. There was no reason why you would want to switch characters at all. Now, in the newest build of the game, it looks like switching characters will give you more damage in the form of being able to confirm things that you could not confirm just with one character. So both of these changes, the damage change and the assist change, are things that undoubtedly make the game better. You, like, 100% good changes. And these are really the first changes we've seen so far. So I would like to think the game is going into a good direction and that they are going to make the game a crazy game. Just based off of how this game works and the things in this game, like, everyone, including me, thought the wall in this game was going to be a guiltygearstrive wall. And if you don't know, the wall in guiltygearstrive, it gives you, like, if you knock someone against the wall in guiltygearstrive, it gives you meter, but it's a get out of jail free card. You can't be stuck in the corner in guiltygearstrive. It's very forgiving. Dragon Ball FighterZ is not a very forgiving game. If you get put into the corner, you're gonna see Jesus. Like, you're cooked. And that's, a lot of fighting games are like that. You know, once you get put into the corner, you're in the worst possible position that you could be in. And in guiltygearstrive, they took that out. And so when people saw that you could hit the wall in this game, they're like, uh-oh, is it going to have a guiltygearstrive wall? And funny enough, no. Pretty much the wall is a launcher that you could repeat like 3 times. So the wall is actually like a combo reset that keeps the combo going. It's crazy. You could do whatever. If you, this is actually unexaggerating. If you hit someone against the wall in this game, you could do whatever you want to them. Literally. There's not a single move in the game that I don't think won't connect after you hit them against the wall. And then you could do it again. So the wall is pretty aggressive in this game, and that's what, unironically, that's what gives me hope for the game, is because they allow crazy stuff like that. Even though the beta might have been a little stale in terms of like variety on what people were doing, the fact that there's mechanics like that allow me to believe that the intention is to make a crazy game. And when the game comes out, is it going to be as crazy as DragonBallfighterz? I don't know. But, and I think that it's safe to say that the game will, as the life cycle of this game expands, it will get new stuff that makes it even crazier, just like DragonBallfighterz did. As you saw right there, I just looped that guy with the wall. Like, you could, it's crazy. So yeah, I'm excited for this game. It seems like the problems are being fixed. I can't wait to play more. And for 2xKO, you know, I do want to mention this real quick. I do have 2xKO, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I just don't like the game. I played it like for like 2 hours, and it just consisted of me going up against people using the, I believe it's the Juggernaut fuse. It's the one that makes you have one character that's really OP. And it's like, I hate having to like do these super complicated combos, and then a guy hits me with a 4-hit Darius combo ending in super, and it does almost all my health because he's on Juggernaut fuse. Of course, you could just get better, but like, I don't want to get better at that game. I don't like the roster. They're adding another character that is literally just doesn't appeal to me at all. It's just like, I would 100% be playing that game if this game wasn't coming out and didn't exist. But for me, this is what I want out of a team game. And the only thing I'll say about 2xKO is that I want some of 2xKO's craziness in this game. But in my honest opinion, I think 2xKO is so crazy that it's unfun. And I think that hopefully this game reaches a line to where the crazy is contained to a point where it's still fun. And to me, that looks like what DragonBallfighterz was during its, you know, 2nd and 3rd seasons. The game, to me, is a little too crazy now to the point where it's unfun. But while the game was alive, it was undergoing changes that just made it different and unique as the life of that game went on. And the game was always fun and crazy without just being straight up frustrating, besides the net code, obviously. But to me, 2xKO is just frustrating. And you have too much freedom to the point where it's just not that fun. Anyways, like, sub, I'm definitely going to be playing this game, and I will play 2xKO eventually. I just don't know when. And I hope to upload more, especially Sea Viper. So, you know, look out for that. And yeah, peace.